got about 1 second to stop someone from scrolling. Just one. Get the hook wrong and it doesn't matter how good your product is, how clean your edit is, or how strong your offer is. Nobody sees any of it. So the hook is the whole game. I've spent over $100 million on meta ads across 200 plus brands, and I've broken down thousands of the best performing ads running right now.
TSA stopped me at the gate, so I'm literally running to make my flight. Boarding pass shaking in one hand, coffee in the other, when TSA stops me dead at the gate. Not for liquids, not for my shoes. The agent goes, "Ma'am, where'd you get that bag?" I freeze. Everyone's staring. And I'm like, it's a Foldie?
So this is Foldie. It opens mid-story with a TSA agent stopping them at airport security. You don't know what's happening, so you can't look away. And then there's the reveal, which is that the agent wasn't flagging the bag, he was actually complimenting it. So that's a reveal hook. You open inside a moment of tension before any context, and the viewer stays because they need to know how it resolves. By the time the reveal lands, the product's already been positioned as something worth complimenting. So open mid-story, withhold the context, and make them wait for it.
Men's wedding rings suck, so we created something better. Hey, I'm Daniel, one of the founders of Ridge. My dad and I realized wedding rings aren't really built for married men. They scratch easy, don't think about your sizing, and most companies don't care if you lose them.
For the second hook, we've got Ridge's founder saying that men's wedding rings suck. 4 words. And that's the entire hook, and it's perfect because it says the thing that the customers thought about hundreds of times but never heard a brand say out loud. So the moment you say the quiet part, you earn instant credibility because now you sound like a real person as opposed to a brand who would never say that. So find the thing that your customer secretly believes, but no brand actually says. Be the first to say it and be blunt with it.
Did you know that you spend almost 3,000 hours a year sleeping? That's nearly 30% of your entire year on your bed. And yet, a mattress is something we often hesitate to invest in. We got a purple mattress a few years ago, and I can honestly say, better sleep so I can show up well for my family. That's a return on investment my whole house feels.
For the third hook, we've got Purple, who say that you spend almost 3,000 hours a year in bed, which is nearly 30% of your entire year. So this is an amazing curiosity stat hook because it reframes something mundane, such as sleeping, into a number so big that it's created instant FOMO. So you're sitting there going, wait, 30% of my year, I should probably invest in this. And the trick is that the number has to recontextualize something that the viewer already does. So it can't be a random boring stat. It has to be a stat that actually makes them see their life differently.
Shh, Mom's gonna love this. Instead of the usual chocolate and flowers, this Mother's Day my kids got me a gown from the Oodie, and it's...
For the fourth hook, we've got Oodie, where you've got kids whispering with pancakes. So watch how everything happens at once here. You've got kids whispering, which is tonality, and it makes you lean in and want to learn more. You've got one holding a plate of pancakes, which is a visual hook, and they're walking towards their mum for Mother's Day, which is the whole setup and the whole context. So the camera also cuts 4 times in the first 4 seconds, which means that this is the textbook hook in terms of targeting all the senses, because you've got audio, visual, and tonal all firing together, but you've also got it very quick and snappy and well edited. So you couldn't scroll past this if you tried, because every time your brain goes to move on, something's changing and you're being re-engaged. So this is really exemplary. Most brands give you 1 sensory hook, but I think the best ones just give you all 4 at once, just like this video.
I'm gonna be real. Do not buy Javvy coffee concentrate. Seriously, don't. Because once you see what happens to your body in the first 7 days, you'll never be able to drink gas station coffee again.
So for the 5th hook, we've got Javvy coffee, telling you not to buy Javvy coffee, especially if you're totally fine with sneaking 300 to 500 calories into your morning. So that's the negative hook, where we're wired to pay a lot more attention to negatives than positives. So telling someone not to buy something is a pattern interrupt. It's the opposite of what an ad does, so it stops the scroll. And then they sneak in the benefits disguised as warnings. So they've reversed the polarity, and when you tell them why someone shouldn't buy, they're likely going to keep watching.
Remember this guy? Yeah, he's the guy who invented those green gummies that saved us from sludge. He fixed our guts. Bless him.
For hook number 6, we've got the founder reveal. So this one opens on a clip of the founder of Gruns before you know who he is. So you're watching it slightly confused, slightly curious, and then it lands on, yeah, he invented Gruns. So by withholding who he is for the first few seconds, you're invested in the person before you're being sold to by a brand. So curiosity first and context second. The same principle as the reveal hook, but it's applied to a founder instead. We've got got Kind Patch's ad where you've got 3 colors made the difference as the text overlay. Now, the text overlay itself explains nothing, and that's exactly why it works, because it's something that people haven't seen before, so it creates an open loop that your brain has to close. Like 3 colors, what 3 colors, difference to what? You really have to watch it to find out. But it's interesting, and you want to know what 3 colors have made what difference to someone's life. The best curiosity hooks don't give you this information, they withhold it, and they open a loop that makes you want to stay for the resolution. So, what's the thread across all 7 of these hooks? Well, the one thing that they all have in common is that they're not selling in the first 3 seconds. Not one of them opens with the product or the brand. They open with tension, a stat, a confession, a contradiction, basically an open loop, something that makes the viewer need to watch the next 3 seconds. So that's the entire secret. The job of your hook isn't to sell your product, it's to sell the next 3 seconds. So each 3 seconds buys you the next 3, and that's exactly how you get someone to the part where you actually sell. So stop opening your ads with your product and start opening them with a reason to keep watching. Now, if you want us to look at your ads and tell you exactly why your hooks aren't stopping scrolls, we do a completely free audit for brands spending over $10,000 a month on Meta. We break down your creative and give you a full growth plan. I believe it's the most comprehensive free growth plans in the space, where we show you exactly what we can do, and you can go away and apply that yourself, or we can discuss working together on implementing the plan for you. It's no obligation, and the link's below. And if this was useful, I break down ads like this every single week, so go check out the rest of my channel, give me a follow. And if you want to see more ads that I think are particularly good on Meta right now, the best performing ads that I review every single day, I've got a swipe file of my 42 favorite ads down below as well. And you can see all my favorite ads broken down, why they convert, and what you should copy from them and what you should take inspiration from for your brand.